So today we're going to be making some cyanotypes using this sunprint kit, and it's an early photographic process, and basically it's kind of capturing a shadow, if you like, capturing light on paper. And we've been to our normal park and we've picked some leaves and we've picked a couple of things outside, and then we've also got some key toys and key things from the last year. So we're just going to make a little mini dark room in the garden so that we can just assemble our sunprints before we expose them to the light. So we're just using a chair and a blanket. Okay, so when you open your print pack, there's this black thing. Do not open that until you're absolutely ready. And then there's this board, which looks like a piece of cardboard, but actually, if you just peel, well, it looks like wood. If you just peel this off, it's a piece of acrylic sheet. And what that will do is it will help keep the object that you're trying to make an image of close to the surface of the paper, which will help make the print clearer. And you can experiment with it on or off. If you're using big objects, like Associa's about to use a doll, it won't work under the acrylic.
Is that glass?
No, it's plastic. Yeah, it's safe. It has got slightly sharp edges, so you do need to be careful. But it's plastic. Yeah. Okay, so Ada's assembling the objects that she's selected in the dark. Not too dark, but in the little bit dark. And when she's ready, we're going to expose them to the light. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you move out. Okay. Move your paper to the light. So we're just exposing it to the light now. Ada's made her arrangement. And you just have to leave it, and gradually the paper will turn white. So you have to stay still. Don't move it or knock it. Okay, so we're gonna take the doll off quickly. Now, Ada, can you put that in the water? Put it in the water, and then push it in, gentle.
Oh no.
Yes, that's right. Mind your head. Okay, and now what happens in the water is the colour swaps. So I don't know if you can see, but the blue areas are the white areas are going to turn blue, and the blue areas are going to turn white. And leave it for a good few minutes, and let the blues really turn dark. And the longer you leave it in the water, up to 5 minutes, the darker and deeper the blue will get.
Yeah.
Yeah? And you can see here how the fainter things already, like the
Lavender.
only little bits of the lavender stem have worked, because it's just where the object touches the paper that blots out the light from touching the paper. That's where the image takes. And then you just need to leave your cyanotypes to dry somewhere safe where they're not going to get, hello Mr. Fly, disturbed. Okay, so Associa's just laying out hers. Associa, is it ready? Yeah, almost? Yeah? Okay, so we just had a classic example of just being careful not to disturb the paper when it's exposing. So someone's foot accidentally nudged it, so we had to quickly move to stopping the exposure by putting it in the water. But I think it was far enough along for it still to make quite a strong image. And there's Associa's, as you can see, we're just letting it dry out now.
when you're making this something, I think when you put the object closer to the paper and you put it on water and you allow it dry, the more the objects you put it closer, I think the more it will show.
That's it. So Asosa's got it. So the closer it is to the paper, the more contact it has with the paper, the stronger the image that you make. High five. What a legend. Well, Audie's done something quite interesting here. We've just got it out of the
I think
water, and actually she put some of these leaves on seconds so they're darker, and well, it was already being exposed, and these were the original ones that were bright white.